Ah, this music brings me back. Hey everyone, I'm Granhall, and welcome to Let's Play Actraiser. I recently got hit with a bug to play some older games, and I figured why not start with one of my favorites from the SNES. It's kind of amusing this is one of my favorites, considering it came out the same year as the SNES. But, yeah. Let's go. Create a name for myself, but I like to think I already have a name for myself. And that name is Granhall. Ah, that was too far. What? Granhall? No. Alright. Yes, I'm awake. Well, thank you. Pardon me. It's most helpful to have people like that around. Well, not the monsters. I mean people to help me recover my strength. What? Tanzra? I hate that guy. I hate him. He sealed my power. So I need to destroy all monsters so that people can live. First, though, I'm going to speed up the text. Alright. Yep, I'm totally ready. Ready to dive into Stonehenge. So... Yep. Fillmore Act Slash. Alright. So... I have a couple of goals. Well, actually, one goal, really, in this action stage. I want to get at least 1,000, or not at least 1,000, at least 10,000 points on my score in the upper right. I will explain why I want at least 10,000 points in a couple minutes. And, well, I'm going to be abusing the fact that I know this game fairly well. And now I'm having horrible frame rate issues. Okay, frame rate issues fixed. I'm... Okay, so unlike some people I could possibly name, I'm playing this game on a real Super Nintendo using a real Actraiser cartridge. None of this emulation nonsense for me. But, I don't have a CRT TV, so rather than have several seconds of lag, well, like half a second of lag, I'm running it through the capture card I have hooked up to my computer, which, well, that means occasionally I'm going to have frame rate issues when my computer decides to be slow. Ow. Why'd I stand up? So this guy here, as much as I love this game, this guy represents a few problems I have with it. One, he's got way longer range on, well, all of his attacks than my range. Two, he's got Touch of Death. I really do not appreciate Touch of Death when it comes to enemies. Because why should I be at their mercy when they just feel like bumping into me? I mean, really now. Really. Oh, well. It's just one of the problems I have with classic games, though even with that complaint, I do still consider the Super Nintendo to be the golden age of gaming. Well, the Super Nintendo Genesis War. Alright, so I should lead the people to the monster lairs after I kill a couple monsters. And I should burn down some bushes. Man, they want me to do everything around here. Building direction. So, Actraiser is kind of an odd duck, so to speak. It's not actually a duck. It has two genres that it it does both, not necessarily at the same time, but the two do interact with each other. Like, if I look in this nest, there's 150 napper bats in it. Now, I'm sort of jumping around in the conversation because I'm thinking about multiple things at once. So, the way the simulation stages work is I tell them what directions to go build their city up, and in return, they increase their population, which makes me more powerful. Their population is basically my experience points for leveling up. They found something in the lair. It's a statue! Yay! I could use statues. But their population also depends on those action stages, because each town has a base population. And for Fillmore, for example, that base population is 500. And I'm not too worried about level 1 houses. Every 50 points that you score in an action stage... Uh-oh, this guy's a precog? What? He's... Well, of course you were sensing something holy in the woods to the east. That's where the angel was. But, every 50 points you score in an action stage increases the town's population, well, potential population, by 1. And the way it does that is by increasing the number of monsters by 1. You see, these monsters are reincarnated people. And by killing them, I'm, releasing their souls to be people again. So, that 150 monsters in the monster lair, that had been 150, people souls that I was freeing. And I guess I gotta burn down some bushes now. I guess. Hey, my level's increased. So, my level increased because their population got to 80, I guess? So, because I'm moderately psychotic, I'm going to be trying to maximize their population here. Which is going to take some very specific building directions. Oh boy. Basically I have to build up all over the east side of the town before I go across the river. Which we can't go across the river just yet anyway, but nonetheless we have to be excuse me. We have to be careful. And we have to be careful about that magic under the rock. I should shoot some lightning at that rock. Yes, I'll use my lightning bolt there. I'll kill him. And him. And what did they find? They found magic! Excellent. I love magic. Magic is so useful. Alright, so... Oh, that bat. That wacky bat. Run directly into the lightning. Oi! So, eventually a fire should start somewhere around here. That I'm keeping at least 20 SP at all times in order to put out that fire with my rain. He moved. Stupid blue dragon. Moving like that. Push that down there. So... seriously, where is that fire? Why hasn't it happened yet? That is weirding me out. That's something to tell me. Ah, they found a scroll! That must have been the magic they were sensing in the woods east of here. Not that magical token they found under the big rock. Why would it ever be that? Alright, but, right, I was talking before about population stuff. So, the base is 500. And that number increases by 1 for every 50 points I get in an action stage. Well, I specifically wanted the population to be at least 700 by the time the second action stage comes up. Because that's when I get to level 5. Right now I'm level 3, so my HP are 10. Something to tell me. Again? Oh, well, an unusual scroll. Another one. Of course, if your fisherman is finding unusual scrolls, you should probably fire him, because he should be finding fish. You know, it's like if your fisherman regularly finds, like, tires or something. Uh-oh. Stupid bat trying to run from your spawn point. Not gonna work. So, yeah. There are some kind of shenanigans you have to do in order to get your level maximized. Well, in order to get the population maximized. For example, I'm about to have to do some shenanigans here. Because... oh, they found something. A strange bow and some arrows. Well, I could use that. Not immediately, though. Hey, they can now build bridges! Well, that's going to make it way easier to get across the river. There. I should burn these bushes. I should probably also tell them what direction they should be going in. I wish the city to develop. Oh, it was gonna go on its own anyway. Oh well. Alright. So... I completely lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? I don't know. Oh, right, another population shenanigan thing is every town is limited to 128 structures. And those could be houses, which hold people, or fields, or in the case of Fillmore, possibly mansions. Those support people. Like, you have to have... well, each field of corn supports 16 population, so... each one of those represents 16 people who can live in the houses. But unfortunately, because of that hard limit of 128 structures, that includes bridges, which means that a bridge is something that could have otherwise been a house. So, cast some lightning here. And I would vastly prefer if these things, you know, hold people. So I have to do some careful city planning in order to make sure there's only one bridge. Because the way these guys are, if they have the opportunity to build a bridge, they will. which means there's fewer houses for people to live in. Which... I don't like that. I need as many people worshipping me as possible. Because I'm just that kind of an egotist. Alright, so level increased again, alright. So, directing them to develop up this way. And stopping there for now. Going parallel to the river, so that, they'll not construct a road going east-west, which would make them construct a bridge. You have to be really careful with these people. They really want to build their bridges. Why do they gotta be so, you know, peaceable? Makes things difficult for their deity. I wonder why they can only build 128 structures. I mean... Would you stop that? It can't be lack of resources, because... Why aren't they building? Seriously, why are they not building? What's going on here? What was that? They spent so long not doing anything. That was really weird. So, whatever I was rambling about, I just lost it. Again. I do that sometimes. So, in order to only build one bridge, you have to specifically build in that direction. I wonder if that guy still counts as giving his population to the people. It's worth wondering about. 219... I hope I can get to the maximum of 914 in Fillmore. Certainly hope so. So, they are soon to close up this monster lair for me. At which point I will destroy the town. But Granhall, why would you destroy the town? Well, that's because I don't like their houses. All they have at the moment is level 1 and level 2 houses. Which level 1 houses hold 4 people, level 2 houses hold 6. Once they seal up this monster lair, they'll start building level 3 houses, which can hold up to 8 people. You can see why I'd prefer that they build level 3s. And civilization is improved! Yay! Let's see. Something strange has been happening. He's having the same nightmare every night. Minotaurus, why you gotta be causing these troubles? I mean, come on, guy. Thought we were bros. And I'll curse the people with death! Wait. So, because you can see into the future, you believe that you're already afflicted with this curse, which is death. Meaning that you are dead? Moving on. Alright, so I need to go into that hole that didn't used to be there to kill off this monster. But first, I'm gonna destroy all their stuff. Because they need a cleansing. The world must be cleansed to make way for the level 3 homes. So, this part is actually going to be kind of boring to watch because once I sling, well, 4 more lightning bolts, I'm going to have to wait a while before I can sling any more. So, I'm going to show you guys what the town looks like when it's all built up again next time. For now, I'm Granhall. See you guys next time.